and welcome back. For those of you who have been watching the other 3 videos in the series, you'll know that this is part of my 5-part series of lessons learned from 2018. Just to recap a little bit, I talked in my first video about how I think it's really, really important to look back on the year that's just passed in order to reflect on all of the things that we've learned, not just, to sort of walk down memory lane, but it has a very practical benefit in our businesses, as I found every time I've been doing this exercise for the past few years now. And by that I mean by spending a bit of time looking back, reflecting on all of the things that you've learned, the big and small lessons from the year that's just gone. It helps you then use those lessons to guide the performance of your business moving forward. And I can say without a doubt, in every single instance when I've done this exercise, it's always helped not just me, but my business perform better and better in the year that's come. So without further ado, my lesson number 4, and this is a little bit, I don't know, some people might call it woo-woo or airy-fairy, but it's one that I think is absolutely transformational. And my lesson for you today is to nourish your mind. Now, by that I mean think very carefully and consciously about the inputs you are letting into your brain. Our brains are incredibly powerful, and we don't realize it because I think sometimes we just take for granted all of the processing capabilities, both consciously and subconsciously. But if you think about it, just like in a physical diet, if you're eating McDonald's and French fries and pizzas all day long, it's going to have a very real and noticeable impact on your body's physical performance. In much the same way, the way you nourish your mind is going to have a very real and powerful impact on the way your brain performs. So by nourishing your mind, I mean, be careful about what you let in. Are you, spending your days surrounding yourself with celebrity gossip and, reality TV shows or depressing news channels or whatever it is? And if you are, how is that helping, or how is that affecting your brain and your ability to perform at your highest level? For me, what 2018 really, really showed me was that when I am conscious and choose carefully and choose wisely about what I'm giving my brain, what kind of food I'm giving my brain, it's really, really helped have tangible results on my business and in making my business and my personal and professional and even physical performance better. So I spent basically all of 2018 reading nothing but what people would call, I guess, sort of self-development or personal development or business development books. And whether it's, autobiographies by entrepreneurs or, reading articles from Harvard Business Review on, how the best companies perform, to, reading books about personal transformation and how to get the most out of yourself, and productivity books and habits books. And, there's so much out there that can help us be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be in business and in life. And if we're spending our times, sort of sitting in front of the telly watching reruns of, I don't know, but, insert trashy TV show here, that will probably mean that our brains aren't going to be given the nourishment and the nutrients and the positive energy that they need in order to perform at their best. So I encourage you to be a bit more careful. I'm not saying take away all of the brain candy in the world. You're allowed to indulge every now and then, but make sure you're not indulging exclusively, and make sure that you are a bit more careful and a bit more thoughtful about the thoughts that you're letting in, the ideas you're letting in, the conversations you're letting into your brain, because I promise you, you will see a result, and a positive result, when you sort of change what inputs are going in. So I hope that wasn't too sort of, up in the air with the fairies. But I found it to be incredibly true, and everybody I know who's changed their mental diet or their sort of cerebral diet has verified that it does have huge and positive benefits. So think about it, be smart about the diet you're giving your brain, and I can promise you, you will be absolutely impressed with the change and the results that you get. That's it for today. I will look forward to talking to you tomorrow with my 5th and final lesson learned from 2018. Until then, bye.